Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. I'm Dole, aka the Big D of Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Well, I suppose it's that time, and some of y'all are probably watching the CMA Awards right now. So, congrats, people. But that ain't what I'm doing. I'm doing a video here. I've already ranked my favorite male country artists, the duos and groups in one list. Now for the big one. Since the CMA Awards that's on right now is spotlighting women of country, which, well, I'm not going to discuss it. I don't want to spark controversy or what have you. Okay, people, thank you very much. I have listed 20 female country artists. Now, I will mention a few others in honorable mentions before I do number one, not once I get started, okay? Now, I will let you know I'm not including Taylor Swift on the list because I know she's pop now more than what she was with country, okay? So Taylor Swift won't be on the list. Thank you very much. So you'll be happy to know. Alright, now that is covered, let's begin. Coming in at number 20 is Kathy Mattea. Yeah, I actually like some of her material. I've only heard a little bit of her stuff. I think the one song I hear from her a whole lot is her big classic 18 Wheels and a Dozen Roses. Definitely a great song. Yeah, she's a great singer. I haven't heard much of her. I mean, but she was a pretty big star from the mid-80s into the mid-late 90s. So that's really good. Kathy Mattea, number 20. Number 19 is the first Canadian country artist, and that would be Anne Murray. Yeah, I've heard some of her songs. Only a couple of songs, well, not a couple. I've heard a few of her songs, including Snowbird and, let's see, You Needed Me, and her cover of the Monkees' Daydream Believer. Yeah, I'm gonna say I didn't know this lady was from Canada because, well, when I grew up even more in the country, it was, well, two of them, Lisa Brokop, who, I'm sorry, that lady's not on the list because she's kind of more of an underrated and lesser known star in the U.S., and Shania Twain, who you will be seeing her, even though she has crossed into pop. Now, I know Anne Murray's crossed into pop as well. Yeah. So anyway, I made her number 19 on this here list. Okay, coming in at number 18, this is one I'm thinking you probably don't know much about. Janie Fricke. Now, although this gal kind of got her start off with doing background vocals and harmonies and singing along with the late great Johnny Duncan, who I'm sorry didn't make the male artist list. Yeah, he would have been on our honorable mention, but I had too many to mention. Of course, Fricke did background vocals and what have you on some of Duncan's material, like It Could Have Been Any Better, and let's see, Thinking of a Rendezvous, let's see, Stranger, plus a lot of others, until she actually became a duet partner on Duncan's cover of Jay and the Americans' tune Come a Little Bit Closer. And then soon, in the early 80s, she soon became a solo artist and kind of got off to a rough start, but soon she got to become big and had hits with tunes like It Ain't Easy Being Easy and Don't Worry About Me Baby. Those are definitely good songs. If you've never heard Janie Fricke, I think you will absolutely like her because she's got a great voice. I'm sure she still does, actually. Okay, coming in at number 17. This is another kind of a big surprise. Donna Fargo. Now, Donna Fargo was pretty big in the 70s. Excuse me, everyone. Kind of got an itchy spot. Oh, sorry. Anyway. Now, I haven't really taken the time to hear much of her material, but because the only two songs I'm familiar with this gal is The Happiest Girl in the Whole USA and Funny Face, both of which are very good songs. I'd say Funny Face is my favorite because it's just so, oh, amazing. And I love the lyrics to it. It's awesome. From my point of view, anyway. Anyway, number 16 is another surprise, Lori Morgan. Now, I saw her a few years ago with Pam Tillis, who she's one of my honorable mentions. I'll go ahead and give one honorable mention. Yeah, I saw her and Pam Tillis perform together, and I thought they were absolutely great. I mean, I like some of Lori's material. I mean, all of it's aged so badly for me that I don't grow tired of it. I mean, I've known her from lots of great songs, including Except for Monday, Watch Me, let's see, I Didn't Know My Own Strength. Oh, 5 Minutes, that's a good song. The list will go on, and I know she was, well, I believe with another male who should have made honorable mentions, and I didn't mention him, the late great Keith Whitley. Yeah, who was a good singer, but he died so young. But anyway, Lori's music was absolutely good, and I still remember it. Her music. Oh yeah, Something in Red. That's another good song of hers. Almost forgot that one. Okay, coming at 15 is Trisha Yearwood. Yeah, I'm sorry she's not as high on up as her hubby, old Garth. But anyway, sorry. But Trisha's music's pretty good. Some of it's not quite aged with me, even though I still like hearing her breakout hit, which was She's in Love with the Boy, and hearing several other tunes she did, including, see, Walk Away Joe, which that featured harmonies from Don Henley from the Eagles, as well as X's and O's, of course, which was her second biggest big chart topper, and Thinking About You, which I got to hear that for the first time in a long time a few months ago. Let's see, and Perfect Love, and of course, How Do I Live? Yeah, the original one. Yeah, and of course, LeAnn Rimes covered that, but she didn't make the list either, but because she's gone to more pop side now too, like Taylor, so I'm not going to mention her. Sorry. So Trisha Yearwood, I think, had the better How Do I Live, and that Diane Warren wrote that. One of my favorite songwriters. Thought you ought to know that. Anyway, Trisha Yearwood's number 15. Number 14, this is another bit of a surprising artist, Sylvia. Now, for those of you who don't know who this is, this gal was a bit big in the 80s. I've not heard a lot of her material now. Originally, the only song I knew her by was the song "Nobody," which Please Don't Sue Me. You know, it went like this: "You're nobody called today." That song, yeah. And I didn't know who that was, and then I did my research and I found it was her. It was her second number and only our number one. It was the only song of hers I heard until late last year or earlier this year when I heard her first number one, which was the title track of her debut album, Drifter, which I do have both songs on my MP3 player. Those two won't be aging much, big time. I love both those songs. I gotta hear more of Sylvia's material, but she's pretty good if you ever get a chance to hear her. Trust me. Okay, number 13 is Patty Loveless. Yeah, I really loved Patty's material, and her voice was absolutely great. I mean, She's put out lots of good songs. I think amongst some of my favorites of hers would have to be, well, her first big chart topper, which was Timber, I'm Falling in Love, which actually featured background harmonies from old Vinny Boy, Vince Gill, who also should have been an honorable mention in the male artist list. Let's see. Chains, her second big chart topper, that was real good. Let's see, let's see. Well, her third number one even, which was Blame It On Your Heart. Let's see. How can I help you say goodbye? And I try to think about Elvis. See, You Can Feel Bad, Lonely Too Long. That's all I'm gonna say. Hey, Lois was definitely pretty good, actually. I really do like some of her music. I actually love some of it, actually. Anyway, she's number 13. Number 12. This, I'm going to say, is probably one of the few newer country stars to be on the list. That would be Kelsea Ballerini. At first, I didn't know it was her I was listening to because, well, I heard her second big hit, which was Dibs, but I didn't know it was her until I got her album. Give me a second, people. Yeah. Just happen to have her first album right here now, although I don't have her second album, but I can't believe this. I actually was blown by when I found out it was her who sung Dibs. And of course, I also got to hear her first big hit, which was Love Me Like You Mean It. And of course, Peter Pan, definitely a good song. And Yeah Boy, that was pretty good. Yep, Kelsea Ballerini is absolutely cute, and I love her. Yeah, she's probably among one of the main stars that I really do. Well, one of the few new country artists I have some respect for. The same thing goes with number 11. She just kind of missed the top 10, so I apologize to everyone. That would be Maren Morris. Yeah, when she broke out on the scene with My Church, I knew this gal was going to go to number 1, and she did actually. Well, on the digital country digital country singles chart. Whoops. Woo! But anyway, I do have her album Hero in my CD collection here, and of course I do have Girl, her newest album. Hopefully this will be a winner at the CMA Awards. I hope. Which I absolutely loved the title track of them. That's one of my absolute favorite songs of this year so far. Although I've gotten lots of rock songs and what have you, there might be a few other types of non-rock songs to make the list, but we'll see when I do that. But Maren Morris has proven herself that, well, just like Miranda Lambert, which we'll see where she winds up, she's got she's a Texas country gal with lots of spunk in her, and that's why I like a country gal. I'm serious, people. But anyway, Maren Morris is number 11. Now for the top 10, number 10 would be Patsy Cline. Yeah, I like some of her stuff. Crazy, of course, which is easily one of my absolute favorites. Let's see. Walking After Midnight's pretty good. I Fall to Pieces is good too. But It's Crazy I liked a lot. Since I never knew this until I researched it long ago, and that was written by Willie Nelson. That was really cool. Yeah, she died in a plane crash. That was a long time ago. Seriously. But anyway, she was one of the first great ladies of country, but she might have been the first. I mean, there was also Kitty Wells and, well, the gals in the Carter family. Yeah, enough said. Patsy Cline's number 10. Number 9 is, well, she didn't appear in my original ranking I did before I started the videos. I had to include her, even though she did cross over to pop, but she redeemed herself a bit with country. Shania Twain. Oh yes, I absolutely had a killer crush on Shania when I first heard "Whose Bed Have Your Boots Been Under," and I got hooked on more of her stuff, including "Any Man of Mine" and "You're Not In for Love, I'm Out Here," and let's see, "You're Still the One," which is good, and "Love Gets Me Every Time." Yeah, and I actually have her first, excuse me, 4 albums. Her self-titled debut, on which kind of didn't get to a good start, but after her second album, "The Woman in Me," did well. The album did pretty well. That first album, and of course, the Monster Selling, "Come On Over," and "Up." I unfortunately have not gotten her more recent release, her comeback album, "Now," but well, I probably won't. But I mean, she's done factually okay. Now, I just saw she's gonna be in a new biopic on Christian singer Jeremy Camp next year called "I Still Believe," named after his song. That's opening this March. I look forward to seeing that. And she's one of the sexiest babes in country. She was, actually, but there have been many others that surpass her. Anyway, she's number 9. Number 8 is, you would believe it, Miranda Lambert. Yeah, I was just talking about her a little bit ago, and well, I kind of didn't catch on with her at first because she was almost slightly a little overrated, sort of, to winning awards without even having a big top 10 hit and what have you. After winning TV's Nashville Star, but soon after that, I managed to give her a second chance. When I heard the first thing off her third studio album. Hang on, what was it? Revolution. Sorry, I had to look. It's the only album of hers I've gotten. But then I soon got to hear "White Liar," which was definitely good, and "The House That Built Me," which was a perfectly amazing song. Then I got to hear "Over You" and many others. So Miranda Lambert, definitely a sexy gal, and believe me, she had lots of spunk because she appeared on the cover of Rolling Stone. She's been the last country singer to ever grace the cover of Rolling Stone, as far as I know. I mean, last country girl anyway. But anyway, I hear her new album's out. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find one at my Walmart because they only had the vinyl of it. Oh well, I haven't even heard her new songs yet. Oh well. Number 7 is Miss Double T. I like to call her Tanya Tucker. Yeah, I love some of her material. I mean, dating back to her first big hit she had in the 70s, which of course was Delta Dawn. And of course, many of her songs, "What's Your Mama's Name," and "Would You Lay With Me in a Field of Stone," and then got to hear Lizzie and the Rainmaker. See, "Here's Some Love," "Texas When I Die." Yeah, those were just some of her earlier hits until she got some more bigger hits with "Love Me Like You Used To," and let's see, "Soon." See, "It's a Little Too Late," "Hanging In." There's so many to mention of her. I love Tanya Tucker and her music. It's pretty good, actually. She's number 7. Number 6, this is another singer that didn't quite make my original list, but this time she's really made, even though she has tried redeeming herself at country, even though she's done with her husband, who didn't make my male artist list, Faith Hill. Now, of course, like Shania, well, before I got introduced to Shania, I absolutely had a killer crush on Faith Hill because I loved her. Of course, the first song I heard of hers was the title track of her first album, "Take Me As I Am." And then I soon got to hear the other songs that came before that, like "Wild One," and let's see, and her cover of "Piece of My Heart," and the underrated and underperformed "But I Will." And then, of course, got to hear more like "It Matters to Me." See, "This Kiss," and of course, "Breathe," which was a monster hit for her. Can't go wrong with that one. but soon kind of went downhill, and I just didn't like her much anymore. But soon she has redeemed herself a little bit, but not a whole lot though. But I still deserve to put her on here. So Faith Hill's number 6. Number 5 is, well, one of the ladies that's being a special host in the CMA Awards now would be Queen Reba. Yep. Reba McEntire to y'all, but I preferably would like to call her Queen Reba because she's the true queen of country, and don't you ever forget it. Okay, now I'm just kidding with you, but she is to me though, definitely the true queen of country. But well, don't worry, that you don't have to take my word for it. Some of her music's kind of aged a little bit, but not all of her music. I still like some of her old stuff, like Can't Even Get the Blues, Lil Rock, and Whoever's in New England. Lots of other good songs have come along, and she's had lots of other good songs come out. Some are hit or miss, but hey, I have some respect for Queen Reba, and of course, I loved watching her show. I got to watch a little bit of the show, Reba, which was definitely a very funny show. So anyway, Reba's number 5. Number 4 is Martina McBride. Yeah, this was a girl who I wasn't sure if she would be sexy material, but it proved me wrong, because she is definitely a sexy country gal. When she really broke through after her first album was a slight disappointment, having a couple of minor hits, but when she released her second album, The Way That I Am, it really put her on the map, giving her a big hit with My Baby Loves Me, and then she had hits with Life Number 9, and of course, the ever popular Independence Day. And then, of course, she had hits with Wild Angels, and of course, I Love You, which that's easily my favorite song of hers. Probably her most successful hit of them all, which of course was featured in the movie Runaway Bride. Absolutely love that. She did have some other good songs, just can't really name them all. But Martina McBride's number 4. Number 3 this is kind of going to be a surprise, Crystal Gayle. Now, I love some of her material because, well, her voice and music always helps me mellow out if I'm feeling down. Well, sometimes, maybe not all the time, but it can do what it does. Because I love Crystal Gayle and her music, her long hair, and I love lots of her songs like "I'll Get Over You." Let me see. Why Have You Left the One You Left Me For? I've got that on my MP3 player. Let's see. The Sound of Goodbye. Half the Way. It's Like We Never Said Goodbye. Also on my MP3 player. Let's see. Too Many Lovers. And of course, Don't I Make My Brown Eyes Blue. Let's see. Oh yeah, plus a lot of other good songs she's done. Yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, Ready for the Times to Get Better and Talking in Your Sleep. Those are all good songs of hers, and I love them. Of course, her duets are pretty good. Of course, You and I, which she did with A Rabbit. And let's see, Making Up for Lost Time, which she did with Gary Morris. Enough said. Crystal Gayle, definitely a great voice and great singer. She's number 3. Number 2 is, well, someone Crystal Gayle is actually kin to. It's Loretta Lynn. Yeah. Loretta Lynn's definitely pretty good too. I mean, she soon became a big star ever since she made her many appearances on TV on the Wilburn Brothers show, and since she became a big star thanks to tunes like Coal Miner's Daughter, which she's well known for. Let's see, The Pill, One's on the Way, You're Looking at Country, You Ain't Woman Enough to Take My Man. The list goes on. And of course, the duet she did with Conway Twitty, like Louisiana Woman, Mississippi Man, and After the Fire is Gone. Yep. Loretta Lynn's pretty darn good. I have seen the biopic on her, which was Coal Miner's Daughter, that had Sissy Spacek and Tommy Lee Jones. Very good movie. And that's all I can say. Loretta Lynn's number 2. Now, before I do number 1, here are a few other honorable mentions. Now, I've already mentioned Pam Tillis. Others I will mention include Dina Carter. I had a crush on her because I loved Strawberry Wine and We Danced Anyway. Pretty good. Let's see. Laurie White, whom we sadly lost last year. It was right before after my birthday in January, and I was in complete shock when I heard about it. I also had a crush on her. Shelley Wright. I know that she came out of the closet like years back after she had become a big success, thanks to finally getting number 1 in the late 90s, I believe it was the late 90s when she hit the top with Single White Female. But some of her music's good. I haven't heard it a whole lot lately. Oh well. But there'll be plenty more others, but most of them are just too rarely remembered or what have you. Okay, coming in at number 1 is the other special guest host of the CMA Awards, and that would be, you guessed it, Dolly Parton herself. Yeah. I absolutely love Dolly and her music. Absolutely great. I know I learned from my research, she broke out onto the scene with a cover of the old tune Mule Skinner Blues, and then soon landed her a real big starring role on the Porter Wagner show, and soon she went on to have lots of other hits with Coat of Many Colors and Joshua. Let's see, Here You Come Again, 9 to 5, which of course is named after the movie she was in. Let's see, Islands in the Stream, which was a duet she guest starred with Kenny Rogers. I almost forgot to bring that up when I talked about him in the male artist list. Sorry about that. Let's see. Two Doors Down, that was a good song. The Bargain Store, and of course, I Will Always Love You. Now, one of her more underrated tunes and minor hits actually is my theme song, Romeo, from 1992 or 1993, I think. Give me a second. Yeah, I got it on a 16 biggest hits collection, as a matter of fact. Sorry, this is taking a long bit to get the booklet jacket out. Let's see here. It was 1993 when Romeo came out, and that song, which also featured guest appearances with Tanya Tucker, Mary Chapin Carpenter, also an honorable mention. She's got some good stuff. Kat DiMatteo and Pam Tillis, plus Billy Ray Cyrus, who unfortunately wasn't mentioned, the male artist, appear on that song. Romeo's definitely an underrated Dolly song, but it's become my theme song because I am a Romeo. I was a legendary high school Romeo, and don't you ever forget it. All sorts of girls around my school absolutely love me, and they still do to this day. So I'm going to be a Romeo until the day I die. I just threw that in to see if he was paying attention. But I'm serious about the rest of it, though. I'm dead serious. But anyway, that's going to do it for my top favorite female artist list. So now you know Dolly Parton is my absolute favorite female country artist. I absolutely love her, and I love the voice, etc., etc., etc. Enough said. Anyway, please let me know who your favorite is in the comments section. Like and subscribe to my channel and be a part of the Big D Nation. Alright. Thank you again very much for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya!